Then what should I be doing? Help them, be kind and nice, Hunter? Don't be mean. So if I'm being mean, then I'm not really being like Jesus. Yeah, or if I'm mad, then I'm not really being like Jesus. Ooh. Kevin? So those are all things about how Jesus acted towards other people. Now, what did Jesus do all day? Did he spend all day going around helping and healing? Or did he have some jobs to do? What did his dad do? Do you know what Jesus' dad did? Joseph was a carpenter. So what do you think? Do you think Jesus learned how to build something? Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he built interesting things. And did you know that we are made in God's image, so we're to be like Jesus. But did you know that even looking at the birds and the animals can help us learn how to be like Jesus? Did you know that there are animals that know how to build things? What?
Beavers do.
Beavers do.
They build dams.
They build dams. And who taught them how to do that? I think God taught them. What do you think? Kevin? Pardon me? So Jesus taught them. There's some other builders, and some of you that were at Sabbath school already got a sneak peek at this. But there's something that gets built that's round. Do you know who builds something that's round?
A bird. It builds a nest.
Mm-hmm. And any of you that want to come and get a closer look at this, you can just pretend you're children and just come right up here. This week, I was walking up our hill, and this pretty little nest, perfectly round, if I tip it this way, you can see it's a perfect little circle. How did that bird know how to do that? How did he know how did she know, he or she, or maybe they work together, there's leaves, there's sticks, there's grass, all threaded together to make a perfectly round nest. Now in Sabbath school, we all tried drawing a round circle. And what I discovered is that the older anybody was, the easier it was to draw a circle. So when we're little, it's harder to draw a circle. But do you think the birds wait till they're 13 years old before they're able to make a beautiful circle nest? How old do you think the bird was that made this beautiful circle nest? Michaela? Might have been 3 years old. Do you think did birds build nests the first year after they?
A season.
The first season, yeah, this miracle might have been made by a 1-year-old bird. So God gives amazing knowledge to animals. Where does he give humans knowledge? Where do we find out how to be like Jesus? Can you say that louder, Kevin? In the Bible. So if we were an animal and we couldn't read, then God would just put that knowledge in our brains automatically, that we would know how to build something. But since God gave us intelligence to learn, then we get to look in the Bible and read. And we can also look in nature, see what all the animals are making, and we can learn how to be like Jesus, how to be industrious. Do you think that the birdie made this nest in just one afternoon, or do you think that took a long time? So the birds, they work hard, they persevere, they don't give up if it's difficult. So I hope that you all can enjoy learning this lesson from the bird. And by the way, this egg was not the egg that was in the nest. But how can you bring a nest without an egg? So this came from our chickens. And it's a raw egg, by the way. So
they have their own nesting ground.
Yes, we have straw in a dog house, and one of the chickens discovered that and decided that would be a nice place to lay its egg. But every time it tries to go up to the dog house, the dogs think that she's trying to get their dog food, and then they go, "Rrr." Anyway, so they're not being like Jesus then, because they're being selfish and mean, trying to protect their own food. But what they don't know is the chicken is trying to lay an egg that's going to become their food. So anyway, we all have lots to learn. But it's my prayer today that we will learn to be like Jesus, to be kind and helpful, to not be angry or mean, and that we will learn to be industrious with our hands, making things that will be helpful and useful. And the Bible also says that Jesus was obedient to his parents. So when your parents say, "Would you please set the table? Would you please take out the trash?" What's a good way to answer that? Yes. You know what my daddy taught me to say? Not just yes, but
yes, ma'am.
I'd be happy to. So that's when your mommy or daddy asks you to do something, what are you going to say? I'd be happy to. Okay, thank you. You can go back